Hey everybody, just got out of seeing Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Yeah, I think that's the title. um, I saw Sonic a few days ago, and you guys saw my thoughts on that. So hope you guys are enjoying my first impressions on that. Here are my first impressions for Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Uh, I'm still trying to collect myself from that third act because, um, just to put it in perspective for you, I wasn't just crying. I was like trying my best to keep myself together from falling apart because the way that this movie wraps up, the way that it represents its themes and its overall what it's about, like once you really put in perspective what this movie's about, and how they're going about it, there's just this big emotional punch, um, and I'm like sitting in my seat, like my heart is hurting. Like that's just how beautiful this third act is. Um, and it really hits. Like I was hearing people sobbing in the theater as well. It's a really beautiful and to really really great film. I mean, the only nitpick that I can say about it is that I do think that it takes a little bit to adjust to the elements at play here, because it is about, like, the multiverse, and there's a very there's little time for explanation, and the time that they do, um, when it makes sense once they get to that point, but it takes a little bit of time to get to that point. So you're kind of like in that distorted, confused state, um, that that Michelle Yeoh is in for a good portion of the movie. So I get why they did that, but I felt like it would have been better if we gotten more information earlier on. Also, more setup would be nice, because I feel like we had like a little bit of setup there, and then we just jumped right into the multiverse elements. Um, but that's really my only complaint. Michelle Yeoh is great in this, not just from the action, just from the her acting ability. Just again, that third act, it really shows. Her and her daughter, the daughter character, are really good. It's I say it's really heartfelt and really emotional, but it's also really funny. There's some laugh out loud moments in this, particularly how they utilize the action. It's not just kung fu or martial arts. There's a certain style to it, and it's properly absurd. I think that that's the way to put it. It's properly absurd, um, and like I won't give away certain elements, but there's just certain action set pieces that had me laughing out loud, and just having that like WTF face where you're just like, what is going on? But all earned, and it all makes sense. It's not like it feels out of place or anything. It makes complete sense in this world. Um, I think the directing is outstanding. Just this combination of elements is just so brilliant and so delicious. Like you just can't. You're just glued to the screen the entire time, seeing all these like different styles. Like we go from widescreen to the four by four ratio. Like it just all these crazy things, and um, it lives up to its title. It does everything that you think of. Like it goes to animation. It goes to this. It goes to that. Like it it's crazy. It's properly crazy, but also insanely meaningful and insanely heartfelt. Again, I was trying my best to not like just just lose myself. Um, like I was just holding, like my heart right now is just throbbing, to be honest with you. And I'm a little shaky too. Like that's how that's how powerful the third act is to me. It really hit me on a personal note. Um, and it's a great story of love. I think that's the best way without giving stuff away. I think that's the best way I can describe Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's a story of love, and it's like the only thing the other hole I can, or the other thing I can say that I had an issue with is that it is once you like remove um, your enjoyment from it and you look at it from a story, it is a little predictable. Like I knew what was going to happen at the end, but I really didn't care. I really did not care because of the emotional punch, because of this crazy good direction, this really great performance by Michelle Yeoh. Just all these elements together just create such a energetic and emotionally powerful piece. Um, and it it the hype is real. I mean, it is absolutely just as good as everybody else is saying it is. Um, I don't think it's my favorite movie of the year, but it is certainly in the top three. It is crazy good, and again, that third act just like nearly destroyed me. I was on the verge of just breaking down. So yeah, hats off to everyone who made this, and I'm glad that it got a more wider release now. So hopefully you guys can go check it out when you guys get a chance to. Really, really check this out. It is just amazing, just amazing. And there are now car horns going off. So, um, uh, yeah, I'm kind of lost for words. I really had a good time. I had a really, really good time. I laughed, I cried, um, I was moved, like just went through the gambit of emotions. Um, I at points I was kind of on edge. At other points I felt kind of scared. Um, like it just it just hit all the emotions for me. Um, I still say that After Yang is my favorite movie of the year, but this probably is number two. It is just, it's like, wow, you know? And it's one of those movies that I will say that you have to allow yourself to fall into it. Like, I kind of compare it to a movie called Revenge. I don't know if anyone ever saw Revenge. Um, it's one of those films where you kind of just have to let yourself go. You kind of have to, like, tell yourself, okay, this is the story, this is what they want to do, this is how they're wanting to go about it. Okay, you know, as long as you are okay with that, then you're going to have a blast. If you can't accept certain things and you just think it's a little too absurd and a little too out there, then you're probably not going to enjoy it. Um, so just let yourself fall into it. Just really let yourself fall into it, and I think you're just going to have just an absolutely great time, and I certainly did. So, um, so yeah, that's my mini thoughts on Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Really, really loved it. Like just wow, wow. So that third act again, just whew. So, so yeah, I hope you guys go check it out. I don't know how long it's going to be in theaters. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you guys will get a chance to check it out. So yeah, please go check it out. And uh, yeah, that's really it for me. So yeah, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Just, wow.